Hello everyone, my name is Prism, and welcome to another video. Today I'm on OhanaCraft, and today what I want to do is give you all a beginner's guide to Kingdoms, a Let's Play series that will be talking about how to play Kingdoms, the brand new server on OhanaCraft, and getting you started with the game. So, like I said, what we're going to be doing is getting you guys through how to actually play the server. Now, assuming you are on 1.20.4 and you have the resource pack enabled, we can get started. Let's take a look at a few of our guides. So, first, we have the Slimefun guidebook. Kingdoms does have Slimefun, a plugin and a collection of other plugins that add a bunch of new features to the game. Machines, tools, weapons, resources, all sorts of different things. There are many different features in Slimefun. But along with that, we have datapack features created by me and a collection of members who helped me with the datapacks, but a lot of them have my own coding. And you can find out about those in the warp info section, which is down here. And you will see that each of these little tags here tell you what is involved. So if you want to learn about the custom blocks, credits, Slimefun, machines, gear, mobs, all of it is in warp info. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to ask a staff member or ask me, and I'm sure an admin or I can help you out. But let's get started with our adventure. Alright, so our mission today is to get ourselves the two main crafters. That's right, if you want to play Kingdoms, you need to get yourself an enhanced crafting table from Slimefun and a custom crafter from the Kingdoms datapacks. They look different, they work differently, I'll explain them when we get to them, but in order to do that, we need to do some resource gathering. So let's head over to Warp Mines, which you can access by typing the command /warp mines, and after about 5 seconds, you will teleport. Alright, so we're in the dead of the night. We are in the warp mines. Let me make sure my GUI is all the way up. Yes, it is, and we are going to start by chopping down a tree. The basics of Minecraft. Alright, so to talk about what you're actually going to need to create, what you need to do is get yourself a couple of resources. For the enhanced crafting table from Slimefun, you're going to need a crafting table and a dispenser. A dispenser is made with redstone, a bow, and some cobblestone, but for the actual Kingdoms datapack custom crafter, you are going to need a crafting table surrounded by 8 iron ingots. So we're actually going to have to go down to the caves for both of those. But we will do that very shortly. Alright, so we have managed to find ourselves a cave for us to enter. Now, we don't have a lot of food, but thankfully if we do die, we are able to use /back. However, unlike other servers... Whoops, we got a skeleton over here. Oh, come on. Getting teamed up on? How unfair. How many of them are in here? And we died. Alright, so we got a couple more iron here. We need a total of 8 for what we are making, and presumably, or preferably, to not fall off while we're trying to obtain it. So we'll just quickly use our pickaxe here. There's 1, there's 2, a few more pieces here, 3, 4, and it looks like we have some magma up there. I wonder what that's all about. But anyways, we want to look for some coal. Ah, here's some. Yeah, I will say this. Kingdoms is more difficult than vanilla survival. While you have a lot of the same challenges, there are a lot of new mobs and items that you will have to deal with obtaining and facing up against. So, we're going to just try and survive here, but like I said, we have /back, and there are areas where you can get resources if you really need them. Alright, so we have managed to acquire 9 pieces of iron, so we can go ahead and make ourselves a furnace. And we're going to quickly split this into sticks and put our iron in here. So we need a total of 3 iron to get an iron pickaxe, but we still need to come up with a few more pieces in order to go ahead and actually make the custom crafter. Now, I should also note that advancements are a thing, so if you want to take a look at all the cool new advancements with Slimefun and Kingdoms, then you open this tab and you'll find all sorts of different ones. But I'm going to wait for my iron to smelt. So, we are in a mine shaft now. Let's do what we got in this chest. Oh! We just found some redstone. That is perfect. And yes, I did happen to find more iron. But now that we have the resources we need, we can go ahead and actually make the custom crafters once we have a base. Alright, so we have returned to spawn, and you can enter spawn by running the /spawn command if you're in warp mines. But now that we're here, we are actually going to look for an area to claim as our home. And I think, you know, I kind of want to go... Let's go this direction. It'll be a bit of a long trek, but let's do it and we'll see what we come across. Alright guys, so after searching and searching, I have finally found a place to live, a place to call home, and a place to build our Slimefun foundation. Now, of course, there's also the stuff you can make from the data packs in Kingdoms, so let's go ahead and actually get that set up. Now, what we need to do is actually go ahead and make sure we have all the resources. So we're going to need some iron for the custom crafter, but for now, we can actually make the enhanced crafting table by taking a bow and some redstone and cobblestone. So there's a dispenser, and we need to craft ourselves a little bit of wood, and we have a crafting table. Now, let's just make sure we have the right thing here. We go up here, dispenser, and a crafting table on top. So if I place this, and then this, and I try to click it, it says I have successfully constructed the multi-block. Proceed by placing items inside the dispenser, and click me again to craft the item you want. But of course, we're trying to get another type of crafter as well, so we're going to wait a little bit for that, and then we will quickly make our custom crafter. Alright guys, so I took the liberty of making ourselves a crafting table. Now if I put it surrounded by 8 iron, I will get the custom crafter. And if I place this on the ground, you can see that this is the custom crafting table for the Kingdom's items. And I can break this, of course, like any other block. If you want to learn a little bit more about this thing, you can go over to the A New Age advancement tab titled Functional Blocks. And here, there will be an advancement for every single custom block in Kingdoms. Now, we don't need to craft all of these at the moment, but there are multiple different machines that we will get into that have a purpose. And also, I would recommend that when you're starting out in Kingdoms, you would go to spawn, find a place to live, and if you need to gather resources, go to the warp mines. And of course, when you find a spot to live, make sure you make a claim. And it's also worth noting that you make sure you unlock the essential machines that you will be using for Slimefun. We'll cover what machines you should actually make in the next video, but I hope you all enjoyed this beginner's guide. Thank you all for watching, and just a friendly reminder that if you need any help with Kingdoms, a staff member will gladly assist you. And if there's a bug with the server, then please report it to a staff member, and they will of course get it to me. Bye for now.